So let's talk about the PYQ pointer format, which I generally suggest to the people, those who are writing mains. Okay, what I say while you are writing PYQ pointer format, it directly helps you in rank improvement or marks improvement, as it helps you to generate your organic point rather than following any approach. Okay, so let's decode this, what you have to do when you have to practice PYQ questions in pointer format. You will not write it as a whole answer, rather than think as if just you are writing the answer. So let's decode it. International aid is an accepted form of helping resource challenged nations. So it says that the aid is coming from resource surplus country to resource scarce country, or say challenge country. So it already a distribution or redistribution of resources. So redistribution is already a redistributive justice. It ensures socio-economic justice. ये अपने आप में I will say these are the keywords only that we use. Okay, you can relate it to the our constitutional DPSPs as well as other articles, okay, related to justice if you want to. Okay, not in this question, but it can be utilized in some case studies, I will say. Okay, so it says comment on the ethics in contemporary international aid. Okay, contemporary international aid में what kind of ethics it is involved. Support your answer with suitable examples. So first we should know what should be the type of, I will say, aid, okay, or say international aids. First, PYQ pointer format. So I call it skeleton format as well. I generally use this word, PYQ pointer format. If in the last some years, if anyone has said me that a particular strategy has helped me to improve my marks in mains, or even helped to gain certain rank, then it is this strategy. I have forced my mentees to follow this on regular basis. Okay, so what I'll do, introduction, I will talk about Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. It looks apt to me because when the word is one family, then we can understand if one member of family is not earning good or financially not doing well, it's a moral responsibility. Okay, I can relate it with the globalization as well. See, I have not written it, but still my mind is working in this direction. This is what we have to do in pointer format. Okay, so we can relate it with that as well. Now we should understand what are the types of aids. First, tied aid means you can utilize your aid on pretext of certain conditions or in certain areas only. That is line of credit is one of the examples. I can go for it. Okay, so we have given line of credit to a number of people, or say countries, sorry. Okay, now bilateral aid. A bilateral aid, when I'm quoting example, it can be positive as well as negative. I have not written these examples because I'm not writing answers. These pointers might be helpful for me while writing mains as a revision notes. So I will not do much of the content, rather than I will just give the flow of thoughts, okay, in how many areas I can think of or how many dimensions I can think of. So bilateral aid, for example, India too provides bilateral aid, China too. Now we have debt trap, and India is partner in the development. Be it Asian African Growth Corridor, you can quote here that we are developing together, and China's is like resource grabbing. So there is the word resource crunch, resource surplus we have utilized above. Here for China we can say resource grab. Now this will ensure that your answer is in flow. Okay, this is why I'll say if you read ethics anywhere, if you study from anywhere, until you innovate on yourself, it won't be of any use. Fair enough? Okay, so multilateral aid is another type of aid. So multilateral aid, UN, generally no conditions are there. Okay, it is for the development. It is available in the Rafah, Gaza. Okay, but when it comes to IMF, it is about acting as a bad cop, I will say. Remember BOP crisis? How they say you need to do structural changes in your economy even if country is not willing to do. It might be case that they are promoting neo-colonialism as well. These institutions have been alleged enough for the same. Now again these words are ethical only. So at least if I have this skeleton library, I can think of other direction. Reason is the thing, I will say thing is that in the examination hall people will not be able to think of these terms, tied, bilateral, multilateral, nor even example. So they cannot think of the second degree or related to the same. Okay, now go. Military aid, NATO is one of kind of thing. You attack one, it means you attack all. A kind of threat perception is there. India, what is India is doing in the Indian Ocean? It is being the net security provider. It's not like it is interfering. It is not like the security alliances, but doing constructive thing. NATO has further escalated the war. Okay, so it can be written in any way. Arm race, even if arm race is there, it is not ethical, na. So you can put it up like that only. Now project aid can be there. It can be self-interest driven. It can be consensus driven. It can be forced as well. In IMT, trilateral highway and all, Chabar and all. So Indian projects we say are more ethical. We can quote Chinese projects non-ethical. We can quote USA's occupations in the, I will say, petroleum countries, not that good in spirit. Okay, so once I will be done with the types of aid, I will be more concerned about the ethical points over here. Problem is that this will be the same. Like if you talk about aid, suppose question is not about the ethical aid or something, it's about just international aid. At least these 5 pointers should be common, na. Now what is happening? People are being dependent on the external materials for the same. I will say at least think for 2-3 points. It might be case that I too thought for 2. 3 I got after googling. But these 2 I will get every time. I have trained my mind to that. How many things you can mug up? Or suppose if there is some content which can be copied by everyone, then what is the nature or organic nature of your own answer? Fair enough. So this was the purpose of video, that I will request everyone, whosoever is writing mains or not writing mains, if you are willing to work hard, this is the activity that you should do by heart. Fair enough. Thank you. All the best.